Hey guys, welcome back. So right now what we're going to be doing is this induction injection cleaning on this truck. So what it's going to do is two different ways. We have this cool little machine over here that is going to provide us the avenue in order to clean the induction side and the injection side at the same time. Now on the injection side, we've got this chemical right here. It's a Mopar fuel system cleaner. So the machine runs that. On the injection side, we'll take, there's a nice little separation place on the frame rail where we take the lines coming from the lift tank and then the return line back to the tank and put a loop in there so that the factory lift pump system is just circulating. Then the machine plugs back into going up into the fuel filter housing and a return back into the machine so that we can run the engine off of the cleaner only. The other side of that is the induction cleaning side. Now again, these are products from Cruise. This is what we deal with. This is a primary cleaner and a secondary cleaner. As you can see, it cleans EGR, intake, EGR cooler, and DPF. I'm kind of skeptical on how much it's actually going to clean the DPF, because by the time these soaps get through the engine, it's already a vapor before it even gets to the DPF. However, what it does do is it runs these two through an atomizer into the EGR bypass tube. We remove the sensor, and then it starts running the soap mixture in an atomized state through the induction side. So it's really going to help clean up a lot of those deposits that get onto the EGR cooler, also on the other side onto the air grid heater, and all the way into the inside of the engine. Now, one of the really cool things about running a system like this is it helps clean up intake deposits. It cleans up carbon deposits on the pistons. It helps clean up the injectors themselves. So it's a good all-around maintenance item that we recommend every 30,000 miles. Now to tie this machine in, like I said, we have this handy dandy spot right here where I'll put the loop in so that the factory lift pump recirculates back to the tank. The machine plugs into these two lines, which are the return and supply coming from the fuel filter housing, and then back, forth, and through. We'll drop the truck down and I'll show you what it looks like on top. Okay, so this is the induction side. This is the atomizer. You got positive air pressure, and then you have soap mixture coming in. Runs into the EGR bypass tube, and then as the EGR bypass valve opens and closes, it will change direction of the soap mixture going through the system. So you'll get it coming back through the intake side, then you'll get it back through the EGR side, and back and forth and back and forth. The whole process takes about 20 minutes to do the service, and I believe normally the service costs about $423. I believe we might even be running a coupon right now. You literally just have to log into the website, the Larry H. Miller website, to find out what coupons are going on. We'll have coupons for the 3-box service, transmission service, the fuel tunes for the gas engines, and the induction injections for the diesels, plus many other coupons for many other services. If you want to find out how much they are, just log in and take a look at the websites. Alright, so when we're firing it up, first thing we do is turn our pump on so that we're actually pumping fuel or cleaner into the engine. Cleaner only. And right here, we just turn on the atomizer so we can start running the soap through the engine. Right now we're doing both fuel injection and induction cleaning all at the same time. Oil change is done too. Oil change is done, trans service is done, front brakes are done.
So they got the works on this one.
Oh yeah, brake fluid flush, front brake job. Only thing I have left to do is power steering flush and change out the expansion tank.
Okay.
and we're in the process of going through the induction injection cleaning right now. The benefits of this are going to be to help clean out the soot from the EGR system. It builds up. It's just part of the maintenance that we have to do on these engines to still have their EGR valve and EGR systems intact. It's going to help keep the soot levels down, and for everybody who sees those grid heaters that are just totally gnarly plugged up, it helps prevent that. It doesn't totally prevent it, but it does help prevent it. As far as the injection flush, it keeps the injectors clean. It keeps them performing like they should. And it helps also clean the combustion chambers out and the pistons out as it runs through the engine. So you're getting a twofold cleaning on the fuel side, but you also get the induction cleaning on the EGR side. All of which are going to help keep the engine performing at its optimal point for a much longer period. And then, yeah, recommend this every 30,000 miles. If your dealer is not recommending this, bring it down to me. I'll do it. Happily. It's a process that I believe in. It sells itself. We've gone and shown you the chemicals. You can look those chemicals up on the websites and look for yourself. Does this really work? I believe it does. As soon as I ever get a chance to pull an EGR cooler after I've done one of these cleanings, I'll gladly do that so we can show you the benefit of what it does inside the engine. And then also, when your 6-7 service comes up and you get that performed service indication on the dash, we'll actually remove the EGR cooler, soak it in a chemical, flush it out clean, and then put it back on. Not all shops do that. A lot of shops just change the CCV filter. We actually remove the EGR valve. That's why we call it a 67K service. It's a timed service. You get that performed service indicator up on your dash. That's what it means. It's time to change that CCV filter and have your EGR system serviced all at once.